Uh, it's so beautiful to be here. You guys look amazing. I see a hand raised. It's not even, you haven't even completed yet. This question
I
is
have a question
awesome.
about your name, yeah.
Yeah.
Does serving something mean that you're working towards becoming that? Like, does the server and that which is being served become one in your tradition?
Well, I think that that's a beautiful point because in the sense of service, you are who you are already. So there's no becoming something, like becoming one. There is already a oneness. You know? So in this sense, the journey to this is to be of service to what is here already, right now. Does that make sense? Yeah. But there is this oneness, and there is this service to the oneness also. And I feel like that's one of the best ways to describe it, is why try to become one when you can drop into what's already here in that way. Make sense? Questions already! But, which is a perfect question, because there's so much uniqueness happening around us. And I serve in the way that I serve. You serve in the way that you serve. Your love bubbles up. Your joy, your pain, your sadness, all your different expressions of emotions come out and arrive to planet Earth in your special, unique way. Which is so amazing. Because there's this sense of we're all here for love, we're all here for happiness, we're all here for joy, we're all here for union with that highest principle. Striving, whether it be spiritually, whether it be materially, whether it be mentally, we're all interested in growth, we're all interested in expansion. And so in that sense, we're all one. And then at the same time, we all express it in so many different ways. We can just kind of look around and see how many different ways that that's being expressed. And for most of us, it's whether you like it or not. You're in the body that you're in. We have women here, we have men, we have black, we have white, we have old, we have young, we have people in school, we have people out of school. There's so many different expressions of this, you know. And on my journey to coming to this connection, and in the sense of what this class's name is, higher dimensions, portal to higher dimension. Mantra as a portal to higher dimension. What is higher and what's lower, you know? Back to this oneness again, you know? Is it all just one thing, or is there a higher, is there a lower? What's going on here? The beauty within this reality that we're all searching for a glimpse of joy, of happiness, of expansion in our day-to-day activities, in our business, in our relationship, in our genius, in our mental capacity. Like we're all looking for something higher, something more expansive. You know? So in that sense, we can say this is the journey to a higher dimension. Yeah. So not to judge that the dimension that you're in is not a good dimension. The dimension that you're in is this higher dimension also. But how do we connect to it? How do we see it? And it's so amazing because we are here in the mantra house with some awesome people to the left and right that are all looking, seeking, searching for some deeper taste, some deeper connection. I started this journey about maybe like 17 years ago when I was 18. Pretty rebellious start I'd say. I dropped out of school to become a professional skateboarder. And school for me was full of anxiety. That was my experience of it. It was fun and it was exciting. At the same time, I never felt like I could get what I wanted in the sense of like popularity, fame, or even like the grades. And so skateboarding, for me, was something that was like, okay, skateboarding, I got really good at it really quickly. It's like, heel flipping, board slide down like 30 stair handrails, second try. And it was something that for me, I picked up so quickly that it really dropped my sense of self-worth in. So I decided to quit school. What do I need school for if I could just do this thing, And so from one space of rebellion to another space of rebellion, because as a skateboarder, what do? You skate around the town, you grind on all these ledges, and then I was getting paid for it. So then I was getting money for like board sliding handrails and heel flipping kick flips. And what I found in that was that I was constantly like searching, constantly looking for my sense of worth on the planet, my sense of connection. So from there, the beauty of skateboarding is that, and New York City also, is that you can experience a lot really quickly. Experience a lot of the highs, the lows, the city life, We all live in LA, maybe some of you guys live in LA, maybe some of you guys don't. But the experience of the city life is beautiful in the sense that it has so much to offer us. And then at the same time, it is a nice pressure cooker. It's a really good pressure cooker. So my pressure was cooked in New York City. And long story short, brought me to a place where I just wanted to know more. What was going on here? What was my suffering? What was this sense of belonging that I was looking for? What was this sense of connection that I was searching for? And it was almost like just one moment of touching the door to that expanded reality or to that dimension. One moment of that was like, just touch it and the door flew open. Almost as if it was like waiting for me. Almost as if it was like just waiting for you to come up to the door to inquire what more was here than the temporary, happy, sad, running, chasing for more and more and more. Family relationships, some good, some bad. And all of the dancing and movement of time, what was the meaning of all of this? So beautifully enough, just touching that door. And for one of the touches for me was mantra meditation. This mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It brought me into a space of immediate connection with my, we say eternal nature, we can use big words like that, eternal, cosmic, divine nature. But it really showed me who I am. It really connected me to what's the essence of who I am and what am I to do here? What's my service? What is my task here on earth? I remember when I started practicing meditation, because the skateboard instructor, actually the guy that owned the skateboard store that I skateboarded for, he was like, "You kids, you guys are gonna hurt yourself. You guys are always just hopping up and going out there and like doing all kinds of things and not stretching and not." And so we were like, "Well, how do you do that?" He's like, "Well, I do yoga." You know, that was like my first introduction to what yoga was from the person who ran the skateboard company. And so I sat there and I did meditation with him, and again, it was just like someone was just waiting for me to just like look through the curtain, you know. And as soon as I looked through that curtain, it was as if like the door flew open and everything just started pouring through. It was like lucid dreams, astral projection, seeing auras, all of the fancy, you know, highlight things of the mystical side of spirituality. And then, at the same time, came that deep sense of connection to what my purpose was. So I was I was meditating for about almost 2 hours every day, because I just wanted more. I was going to Barnes and Nobles and taking as much information as I possibly could. And what a blessing this world is right now, because there's so much information just available so quickly, so tangibly, so immediately. And so it was all there, you know, just to search for it. Every religion that I wanted, every meditation, every, you know, different types of breath work, started doing qigong, all because the information was, which led me to chanting. And my experience of chanting was like one little piece of mantra, one little taste of mantra caused my heart to fly open so quickly. And it took almost like 2 to 3 hours of sitting meditation to drop into my heart. Is the same that mantra did for me so immediately, so quickly. I was in Denver at the time, and I went to the temple. Long story short, I fell in love and I moved in. Lived there for about 6 years, really diving deep into meditation, into mantra, into sacred text, into Bhagavad Gita, into really clearing out the distractions so that I can see what is going on here. What is going on here in the space of different bodies, in the space of happy and sad, in the space of suffering and pleasure, in the space of male and female, in the space of all of these varieties, what's actually going on? So I separated myself from everything so that I can just focus on that one thing. Still figuring it out. And that was the beauty of my experience of that roughly 6 years of living as a monk in the temple. Now I make beats, lots of beats, fat beats, very robust beats. Sometimes I put mantras in them, sometimes I don't, depends on what the mood is like. And that journey from being in that deep ashram space to connecting to this potent mantra that over time gradually purified me, purified my heart, purified me to a space where I could really drop into who am I? Who is SriKala? Meaning, what's SriKala's authentic expression? When SriKala's love shows up, what happens on the earth? And for me, that's through music. That's through creation of music. That's through performing music. For me, that's through teaching and sharing spirituality. For me, that's through assisting other people to create music. And so, that was like a condensed version of how I got here, to this room, to this place. How did you get here, to this place? Who's open to sharing? What is the reason that you're here? What got you here? What brought you here? What was the initial connection that was like, I'm coming to Mantra House today? I'm just going to point you out. Would anyone like to share that?
So I moved to LA like 9 months ago, and I was sleeping on my friend's couch for a few weeks while I found a place, and he invited me, and I've been coming back every week since.
Amazing. Awesome. Awesome. Who else?
Well, initially, I was very inspired to be here tonight for your love and your energy. But underneath all of that, it really is the human connection that we share here. The ability to be able to go outside of your usual routine, your usual comfort zone, and be open to meet beautiful people in the same like-minded state, to be able to express and open up. I think that's been my driving force to continue to show up and serve and open my heart up. So, yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Who's here like for the first time? Anybody? Amazing. So many. Can someone that's here for the first time share why did you come here? Don't be scared.
You sent me a text.
Nice. I sent him a text.
Oh.
One more. Someone that's absolute first time that you might be even like, what's going on? I have no clue what's happening here. Take the leap right now to share. Why are you here?
So I'm from Cal State Long Beach, and we have a musical meditation there with Deuce, and we practice musical meditation there, and it's really beautiful, and so I see where he got the inspiration from, and I'm enjoying myself here.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for coming. I did go back to school, by the way. So there's so many different ways that we have arrived here. So many different parts and pieces to this puzzle of why the person to your right or to your left is sitting next to you. Some of us, we're just curious, like, oh, what's going on at Mantra House, I've heard of mantras, don't know much. Maybe let me just come to see what's up. I saw Russell Brand say Hare Krishna on MTV. Why is he saying Hare Krishna? Let me go see what's going on at Mantra House. I've seen these people on the streets chanting, singing, looking really happy. What is they so happy about? Let me come to Mantra House, check it out, and see what's going on. So there might be that curiosity there. And for some of us, there is some wealth to be gained. Like if I come to Mantra House and I do these mantras, then I'm going to get some super mental power and I'm going to be able to just telepathically levitate things. Or I'll be able to make a ton of money where I can, start my business. I'll be able to focus more so that I can get the the plans together, through this mantra. Or I'll gain all this charisma, because I know about mantra now. Therefore, I'm smarter. Therefore, I can talk about it now. I can add that to my collection of information. So in this way, there might be some wealth to gain, and there is wealth to gain. There's massive amounts of wealth to gain. And for some of us, we might just simply be suffering, just having some kind of pain, some kind of worry, some kind of anxiety, some kind of discomfort that we might have chanted before and we felt a relief from that. So now we're coming back to get more relief from that suffering. And all of this is perfect. All of this is perfect. Whether you're curious, whether you are in some kind of discomfort and seeking some solace from that, whether you're looking for wealth, fame, whatever your desire was that led you to this place, it means that you are a great, great soul to be here in this room with these beautiful mantras on the wall, sitting to your right, to your left, someone who sincerely wants to know more about the nature of the soul, the nature of the mind, the nature of the body. And then those three, there's one more, and this person is just someone that's just grounded in knowledge. There's someone that's just grounded in maybe who they are. Like, I like mantras. I chant them and it feels good. They chant mantras at Mantra House and it feels good when they chant, so that just makes sense. It just connects in that way. So I'm just going to keep showing up and we're just going to keep turning up at Mantra House. Very simple for me. That might be you too. This might just be your spot, And so no matter who you are or where you've come from, we have different places, different tastes. And so the question is, how do we peep in, like all the way in, to the mantra? And that's something that has been deeply on my mind as of late. How do I peep all the way into the mantra? Because you can sing and it can feel good. It could be a really fun time. And then at the same time, it can take you to places deep within yourself where there's all the joy that you're looking for, all of the pleasure that you're looking for, all of the wealth that you're looking for, all of the genius that you're looking for is all available when you taste the mantra in the right way, in the fullest way, the way that reveals it completely. The way that reveals your knowing completely. That's a quantum leap. Who here would like to quantum leap right now? Quantum leapers? Okay, cool. We got some quantum leap. What does a quantum leap mean? Any takers?
Moving ahead really, really fast.
Moving ahead really, really fast. Thank you, Katrina. Moving ahead, lightning speed, which means that you can get there by walking. You can get there by taking the train. You can get there by flying. You can teleport there. All avenues are available to us right now, right here. All avenues available, ready for us to just touch the door, so that this dimension flies open. So, how do we take this quantum leap? It's very easy. I mean, if you look at the mantra, it's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. You felt that already, right? It's like, come on, we just went into a whole different dimension, a whole different universe, just by doing that. It's so simple. This is the simplest. This is as simple as it gets. And so we want to take this simple formula and we want to extract the most potent actions that you can do to have you drop into it as full as you can, as quick as you can. Quantum leap. I was just reading this book, U2, earlier today, U squared. And it gives the example of a fly. You know, a lot of us have seen a fly trying to get outside. It's just pushing against the glass, just like, I want to get through this glass. I want to keep pushing until I get through. And sometimes, you know, for me, you know, I'm a vegetarian, I like all living beings and all that good stuff. So I'm like, oh man, it's just, this fly is suffering. Let me just help it to like get outside, because it's like trying to get outside. Let me just open the door a little bit more. And this is the beauty of our intelligence. You know, we have a massive intelligence that's different from a fly. You know? And in a sense, there was so much ease for that fly that fly could just like take a pause, take a breath, survey the surroundings, and then, oh, an opening. Let me go through this way. And this illustrates the reality that it is just as simple for us to connect to the most highest expression of life, to the highest dimension. We're talking about dimensions today. The highest dimension that there is, it is so close. It's so close that it's here, right now, in this room, exists this place where there's nothing but bliss. There's nothing but love. All the love that we're seeking, all the love that we're hankering for, all the love that we're searching here and there for, all the love that we go to work for, all the love that we go to school for, to learn and to accumulate knowledge so that we can be good at something, so that we can like provide for this person, that person. Love in all of these different ways. How beautiful to think or even conceive of the reality that it may be here, right now, in the most massive quantity available here. So when we look at how do we connect to this sacred vibration, this mantra that when we chant it, it brings us deeper and deeper into here, into this moment where we all are. And we say, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And each mantra, it's required us to get present and focus with what we're saying. Which is a very strong principle, attention. Attention to what you're saying, attention to who you're addressing, attention to who you're connecting, you know? Because with attention, there's so much love. There's like a huge capacity of love, you know? When you're like really paying attention to someone. There's the possibility for a lot of connection. What did you feel just now when I started looking all over the place? Distraction. Disconnection. What else did you feel?
Lack of interest.
Lack of interest. So these are truths that are right here, right in front of us, readily available. Just that one example of me looking off, immediately disconnection happens, you know. And so in the same way, when we chant, when we go into the mantra, one of the most potent out of every rule of chanting this mantra is attention. Because attention means love. Because attention means that you're interested. So if I'm singing Hare Krishna and I'm thinking about my lunch or my test that I have to pass or my car or these fat beats that I gotta finish because I got a show next week, I'm not giving this sacred, powerful vibration the attention that unlocks the door. So if we try it again, and let's just try this, and let's just give it our full attention. So each syllable is like, you know, the sweetest fruit. It's like each syllable, and this is something that we lean into. This is more than just something that comes on its own, even though it does after a while, because we're amongst so many amazing, beautiful souls that have this massive capacity of love. So just being in this room right now is deep connection, deep purification, deep awareness. But this journey of bhakti, this journey of mantra, it's not a complacent space where you kind of rely on the vibe around you. This is the space where you take it, where you grab it, where you lean into it. Just like any job, just like any business that you're in, there must be some enthusiasm, there must be some connection, there must be some love, there must be some leaning into it for things to move forward. So we want the full potency of the name to move forward. And so we lean into it with our attention. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In that moment of attention, the mantra reveals itself. Because with attention, all of who you think you are relaxes. And all of who you are comes to the surface. Because you are here. It's very simple. It's very simple. I am here. So how do I find myself? The beauty of using the mantra to come into the space where we are. Until we come into the space, we don't even notice the girl in the blue shirt. We don't even notice this big, beautiful Sanskrit. We don't even notice this thing. I don't even know what that is. The candle holder or something? I don't know. I think it's a candle holder. I didn't even notice it. I'm like, oh, look. There it is. Yeah. And so that's one thing that happens when you're on this journey, is that you start to see more of your playing field. You start to see more of what's around you. What's around us right now? We got plaid. We got Bloodsport t-shirt. We got fruits. This is fruits. Just like in the front of the house, just chilling. So anyone can pick it and like receive nourishment. Just coming out of the ground. What else is here in this room? Just like, not so much philosophically, but just like
Smiles.
Smiles. There's a lot of smiles.
Instruments.
Instruments. Got some instruments here for your pleasure, to drum, to play. What else is here in this room?
Phones.
Phones.
Gravity.
Gravity is here.
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Two things that you can't really see, but you know it's here. Yeah. Just like the soul, you can't really see, but there's a way that you can know that it's here. So in that way, it's just perception, different ways of looking. What else is here? Krishna is here. Krishna is here. Krishna's everywhere.
The smell of yummy food.
The smell of yummy food, which we will be biting into very soon. It's 8:14 now. Is that the right time?
Yes.
8:30?
Yeah, we'll probably extend the kirtan.
Okay. So we have what we see here in the room. Now, what is here inside of you?
Pollution.
Someone said pollution?
Love.
What was that?
Love.
Love.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Warmth.
Warmth is here.
Ideas, thoughts.
Thoughts, ideas. What else is happening inside of you right here, right now?
Appreciation for this moment.
Appreciation for this moment. Yeah, gratitude.
Blood circulation.
Blood circulation. You can feel that?
It's happening.
That's awesome.
Desire.
Desire. Desire is here.
Apprehension.
Apprehension. Nice. Nice. I like that. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper in that direction. Maybe something that you are, that doesn't feel so good, that you're willing to share right now, that you're experiencing.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Worry.
Worry.
Sadness.
Sadness.
Insecurity.
Insecurity.
Confusion.
Confusion.
Judgment.
Judgment. These are all realities of what is here. Each of these things that we mention, not one more important than the other one. They are all emanations of Krishna. They are all parts of you right now. So this is another really deep, really immediate access point to the mantra, is to welcome in all that you're experiencing in this moment, no matter what it is. And when we're chanting the mantra, we see we have no choice but to welcome in all of our emotions. Because the mantra brings us deeply into this present moment where all of our emotions are. And the one distancing factor between you and the higher dimensions is being unwilling to feel what's happening right now. So if we all just take a moment right now, just tune into what do you feel right now in all of its epicness, joyfulness, loving ecstaticness, and all of its mucky, someone mentioned pollution, fearful, worry. Are you willing to notice it right now? Maybe just tune into your belly. Are you willing to just tune into your belly right now? What are you feeling there? Take the time to say yes to that feeling, whatever it is. Whether it be happiness or sadness. And this is a very advanced state of being, just doing that. Just doing that, welcoming in calamities, welcoming in the beauty of the darkness, welcoming in everything that's here in the room and yourself. And so when we chant, no matter where you are in your body, no matter what you're experiencing in your heart, in your belly, in your groin, in your head, from all these spaces, no matter what you're experiencing, you offer that in the mantra. Haribo. We offer that. And this is kind of the way the mantra brings in emotional intelligence. The mantra's power of emotional intelligence. Like you become hyper aware of where you are, what you feel, and how you can use that to go deeper into your love, into your joy, into your expression, into your service on earth. I always like to say, a creative block, the only time we have a creative block is when we're unwilling to feel what's right here. That's a definition of a creative block. Meaning that no matter where you are, if you can't write, if you can't draw, if you can't sing, if you can't do anything creative, it's because for some reason you're unwilling to write about what you're experiencing right now. There's a separation from it. So we shift this very simply. And, this can be a really heavy topic. Oh, the emotions that I'm feeling inside, I don't want anybody to see it. It's very vulnerable. It's a very, very exposing thing. And the beauty of this is that you don't need to show me. You don't need to be like, I'm having all this stuff going on. And you can simply feel it within yourself. And the power of this mantra is that you can use that emotion to call on the mantra. So this is the beauty of the mantra, is that no matter where you are, no matter what state of being you're in, no matter if you're rich, you're poor, No matter if you're black, white, yellow, pink, orange, blue, no matter what state you're in, no matter what country you're in, no matter if you levitate, if you sit on the floor, if you dig through the earth, no matter where you are, you can offer, you can connect, you can explore through the power of this mantra. So let's have another round of this. Let's bring them together. Let's bring them together. Chanting with feeling. Chanting with emotion. Emotional content. You might see Into the Dragon. Kick me. No. With feeling. With emotional content. I didn't want to continue with that. So in this way, Bruce Lee was laying the signs down long ago. That when you act, when you chant with feeling, you chant with what we call bhav, you chant with emotional content. When you pray, when you write, when you sing, when you paint, whatever your artistic expression is, this works universally. Offer your emotional being, your emotional state. So tuning into the mantra, with whatever you're feeling right now, join me with this. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, with all the feeling that you want. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because it is Krishna, what you're feeling. The sadness that you're feeling, I like to think of it as like, there's a hose. And for some reason, the hose is just clamped. But the energy and the love and Krishna flows through this hose regularly, naturally. And all you have to do is release the clamp. It's almost like that experience of in your body feeling a tensed muscle and just relaxing that tensed muscle. And in this way, we enter this higher dimension through our emotions, our emotional content. We enter this higher dimension through attention, emotional content, saying yes to how you feel right now, saying yes to all of who you are, giving to the mantra, chanting the mantra, with all of who you are. And through this door comes everything. Everything immediately available to you. All of your wildest dreams immediately available to you. Simply through being willing to feel the full spectrum of who you are. And then bringing back to this oneness concept is that we are all connected in this space. There's all of this oneness, but there's a variety of emotions happening. Yeah. And to say one emotion is bad and the other emotion is good is denying the beauty of what is here. So in this way we find gratitude. We find gratitude for what's here. I love all of who I am. I love all of what I feel. Because every feeling, every thought, every movement can bring me closer to the divine. When things go good, when things go bad, being able to see that as a pathway deeper into the heart, as a pathway deeper into the mantra. So as we go into this next kirtan, allow yourself to say yes to what you're feeling. Allow yourself to say yes to all of the beautiful sides of you, which exists in the love that you feel, which exists in the joy that you feel, but it also exists in the sadness that you feel. It also exists in the frustration that you feel. Let yourself sing with that. Let yourself chant with that. Let yourself call with that. And this is the power of the mantra, bringing in emotional intelligence. This is the power of the mantra, bringing in mental intelligence. Because we're focusing our mind again and again to this present moment with the mantra. And we're training ourselves to be lightning focused so that any topic we want to learn, we can learn faster. Because we are training our ability to bring our place to a one-pointed spot. So just see how not only is it a gift for our highest journey in life, which is to really connect to ourselves, but it's also a gift for who we want to become in our lives. It's a gift for not only who we want to become, but really loving and accepting who we already are, which is absolutely magnificent. Saying yes to who you are right now in this room as the greatest thing that ever existed. And then moving from there, doing your service from there. And so this is the journey of mantra. This is the journey of connecting to the sacred sound vibration that has a potency by itself. It's already contained with so much massive potency, so much love, so much purification, so much healing. But it won't do it for you. Bring your love, bring your attention. Any questions?
Let's do it.